welcome back to my channel here, Made by Lucy. This morning my sewing conversations over coffee are coming from my home. My studio is warming up as we speak, the heaters are on, and I'm enjoying my last cup of coffee before I tackle my big to-do list. I've got a busy week this week, but what I wanted to do this morning is come on and just spend a few minutes just chilling just for a minute. It sounds really odd when I've got a really long list of things to be getting on with, but I find on a Monday morning, particularly in the winter when the weather's not very nice, it's a bit of a drag starting the week, and we've had a lovely weekend all together in the house playing games and watching movies and things and eating nice food. So I find that it's much better just to take a few minutes of a Monday morning just to chill, enjoy my coffee while my studio is heating up, and then I'm raring to go. So this morning I thought I would come on and share with you my latest Simply Sewing magazine. So recently, I don't always subscribe to magazines, but recently I've been subscribing to the Simply Sewing magazine for inspiration. It's just a really lovely, easy read. Gives me sort of extra projects to have a go at and share with you guys as well, so I really enjoy having a little browse through it. So this one came, this is the, I imagine, November-December issue. It doesn't actually say on here, and it's got loads of fab Christmas ideas in here and some great patterns as well. Some of the things that I really enjoy finding from my sewing magazines are new shops to follow, so fabric shops, sewing tools and notions, and also some new pattern designers are shared in here as well. So it's a really good resource for shopping and finding new people to sort of follow along and enjoy as well, to find inspiration from. So I thought I would share with you as I browse through the magazine and show you what's in this month's Simply Sewing magazine. So I've just popped you over my shoulder so that you can have a little look through the magazine with me. I've had a little flick through previously when it popped through my letterbox, but I thought I would go through it again and pick out some of my favourite pieces that I want to replicate at home, or things that I want to remember and not forget. And what I'm also starting to do is build up little snippets out of my magazines to store in my new sewing journal to help me remember where I see things, and also to give me some sort of an idea log so I can go to there for inspiration of things that I wanted to make or I've seen that I want to make in the future. Because I get these magazines, I read them, I put them aside, then I can't remember where it is, in what magazine are the things that I've seen that I want to do. So let's have a look. There's some fab little Christmas bits in this month's magazine. And there's lots of different sewing magazines out on the market, and crafting magazines. The Simply Sewing I particularly like at the moment, but I switch between magazines sometimes depending on what patterns and freebies they've got with them. If I see something I like, I might buy that magazine. Or this one, I just had a special offer on a subscription, so I subscribed for 6 months. So I'm enjoying having this drop through my letterbox. So things that I particularly look out for in the magazines are new sewing shops and people on Instagram to follow for inspiration. I really enjoy finding new accounts in here to follow along to, and quite often I find in these magazines they're small businesses that will advertise in here, so it's really nice to follow those small businesses and support them as well. This is a great idea actually. On here there's a little advertisement feature about daylight lamp, and I could really do with one of these, particularly if I'm working in the house. Not so much in my studio, but in the house I find that the lighting is not very good at all. So these would be fab. It's a little sewing machine lamp there, and a much bigger floor lamp as well. So that's a really great little idea, daylight ones. So in here you'll find advertisements and things, ideas, inspiration. So first of all, we move to the what they call the pin board, which is their ideas, inspiration, accessories, websites, events and stuff. So this is my favourite bit. I love reading through this bit and seeing what people are up to. We've got the new coat here from Sew Over It. That's a fab little pattern. There's a little pattern edit here, so it's just showing us some different shirts that you can purchase on the market, tells you a little bit about them. There's a Calais shirt that I've made previously. That's a brilliant pattern. This is amazing. This lady here, Rebecca Ringquist, does this embroidery. How amazing is that? Incredible. Move you across a bit. This was really cool actually. I saw this was fab. This was from the Samantha Claridge store online, and it's a needle storage solution. So it's like a little hanging flag you hang up and you put all your different needle packets in there. That's a really cool idea. I really liked that, in fact. Again, here we have an example of some fabrics and threads that are on the market at the moment. So again, this is from So Crafty, and the Samantha Claridge Studio. She stocks haberdashery fabrics, and here's some of her latest ones. So gorgeous leopard prints, baby blush pink and some mustard. These are really gorgeous. So again, what I would do is I would look her up on Instagram or somewhere and follow along, and then you don't forget who you found and where you found them. And then we're coming on to the Christmas makes in this issue. They got some really sweet little Christmas makes. This is particularly cute. It's just a decoration, a padded decoration of holly leaves, but I really like it. I think that looks really sweet, hung on the door handle there. A little stocking tutorial and an advent calendar. There's still time. You've still got time to make your advent calendar. These lovely Christmas sacks they've got in here for inspiration. Lovely reef, padded reef here. And then you've got step-by-step how to make those projects as well. Yeah, there's the little holly leaves. That looks really sweet. I might have a go at making that, in fact. So it gives you step-by-step how to do each project that is displayed in its book, and I could be wrong, at the back somewhere it also gives you templates and things as well to use. This is one of the patterns that came with the magazine this month, this party dress pattern. And also the other pattern that came in the magazine this month was a trouser pattern, this one here, which I really like. This looks like a fab little pattern. It's got little pockets, and it's actually a pattern by a pattern designer. I think that's Athena Kaku. Could be pronouncing that completely wrong. Sometimes the Simply Sewing magazines will share their own patterns, and sometimes they will share patterns from pattern designers. So if you just have a look, you'll see which ones are which. And this is a fab little trouser pattern. So here it is down here, look, the Rachel jumpsuit and trouser designed by Athena Kaku, and you can find her website here. But this is a really cool little like jumpsuit or dungarees outfit here with the V-neck, and I've seen this on Instagram recently actually, pattern. It may well have been hers, and I thought it looked really smart, and then it came up in the Simply Sewing magazine. So that's a really cool little make. I'm going to have a go at making those. They got trousers and culottes and then a jumpsuit, so short and longer length. So yeah, that's a really cool little make. So I'm going to put that aside to have a go at a bit later on. So again, it gives you instructions here, fabrics you might need to make this pattern, and then it gives you some ideas of things that you could use, what you could team it with. Really good inspiration. And then it has loads more patterns as well. So this one, it's saying that there's no pattern needed. It'll give you instructions on how to make this fun little skirt. It's rather cute. A little elasticated waistband. Inspiration from other people, other sewers. This is rather cute, this little bag. I saw this actually and I thought this would be a fab little make for my daughter. This is just a little furry zip bag, and again it's got all the instructions, so I think this will definitely be on my make list as well. I can definitely see this for party season for my daughter, the school disco or something, and in fact it would be a fab little make for some of the little girls in my family as well. So I think fur will definitely be on my to buy list. And again, the fabric used here is from the Samantha Claridge studio, so it tells you where you can purchase the fabrics that they're using. So I think I might go on and have a look for that. In fact, that looks really cute, and a really simple little bag to follow along to as well. And then we've got some little blogs of sewists. So this one is seamstress, blogger, vlogger, Instagrammer, author, designer. Oh, this is Athena Cuckoo, in fact, and this is this pattern, who's designed this pattern. So this is the lady here. So that's really cool. You get to know her and what she gets up to, what job she does, what she does day to day, where she finds inspiration. And then we've got some other little how-tos, upcycling projects here. Oh, this little chap is rather cute to make. You can follow the instructions to make him as well. So there's a little reindeer teddy bear. So again, all these ideas for Christmas inspiration. You could tear these out, cut them out, keep them in a little box or something so you can refer to them really quickly. And I think also if you're going to make a reference sort of guide or box or book, whatever it is, it's really good to label it as well. So like Christmas, Easter, summer, you know, whatever you're collecting. This one's fab. This is a Christmas pudding doorstop. How amazing is this? You can buy the kit from the Sewing Quarter, but it also shows you in here how to make it. So you can download the pattern pieces, and then it's got step-by-step how to make it. How adorable is that? That's probably going to be on my list to make as well this Christmas. And then you've got a little fabric sewing section, so where to buy things. So this bit here where people advertise their shops and their sewing fabrics and things, these are generally small companies, so great companies to go and follow online and on Instagram and Facebook and things, or on their websites, and find sewing notions and fabrics and all sorts of goodies from small local companies. So that's really good to have a look through there and follow all the companies and shops and things that you see that you like the look of. So again, it's got here a directory of where these shops and things are, whether they're online or in bricks and mortar buildings, and where you can find them. And then in this one, it's got a little measurement guide, how to measure yourself, how to use a pattern, tells you a little bit about machine needles, choosing and buying fabrics, stitch guide, little glossary, which is really helpful as well. So it just gives you ideas of different sewing terms, for instance, like selvage and facing and fat quarters, all those things. Just gives you a little example. So again, if you're building up a little journal or little scrapbook of sewing sort of how-tos and no-tos, then these are great little things to cut out as well. You could just chop them out and stick them in and make your own little glossary of things that you want to remember. So that's what's in this week's, or this month's even, Simply Sewing magazine. So some fab little makes in there, some great Christmas inspiration to inspire us to get sewing and have a go. You've of course got your free patterns. So the trouser set is the one that I'm going to be adding to my make list. And this would also make a lovely spring outfit as well. So perfect for between now and spring next year. But I just wanted to share that with you really. So if you're thinking of where to find inspiration and where to look, then the sewing magazines are a great place to start. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little browse. That was a quick little browse, but it's enough just to inspire me to get up in my sewing studio today and start my sewing projects as well. And I'm going to be popping this one aside and cutting some little snippets out that I want to store in my new sewing journal, which I'm going to share with you really soon. I've just got to find the perfect book to stick it all in. I haven't quite found one yet. So any suggestions, pop them in the comments below. But let me know if there's any sewing magazines that you enjoy looking through. that you've had through your letterbox recently, or you've bought from your local newsagents. Share below if there's some great ideas in the ones that you've been reading, so that we can all get inspiration for ourselves. But Simply Sewing this month, I am enjoying having a browse through and looking at the fab projects that they're suggesting for Christmas. So hopefully that's inspired you to get behind the sewing machine this week. And until next time, in our next sewing conversation over coffee, have a great Monday.